8:19 p.m. Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. Episode number 825 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth.
This is Seth.
Hello, Seth.
Hello, Jonathan. Seth Joseph Romatelli, Jonathan Preston Larroquette. Yeah Dude, episode number 825. Super psyched to be here. Thank you so much for listening to this comedy podcast. We started in February of 2006. It's now October of 2020. We have been recapping pretty much June, July, August, September, October. A look back at almost a decade and a half of the show. It's 2020 now.
It's 2020
It's
now.
2020 now, and we have, before we started this look back, I think it was episode 799, we had about 5 months of shows. The first three were quote-unquote normal, first 3 months, January, February. March got a little squirrely about halfway through March. April and May, we were still doing the show with some touches of, it was all new.
It was all new.
The quarantine was all new. The whole thing was all sort of new. But I'll take you back to January of this year. Do you remember when the Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration,
Yes.
a Roman Catholic religious congregation,
Smoked weed or something?
got high on cocaine? No, they were...
What did they do? They stopped doing something?
What could they have stopped doing? They
stopped being quiet.
Stopped being quiet. They started living out loud, speaking their truth. No, they stopped praying.
They quit praying.
Bad idea for a nun. Number one thing, worst idea. Do cocaine, stop praying.
What?
Pick
And
which
then
one.
like a pandemic fucking strikes?
You tell me.
Like what?
They're based in La Crosse, Wisconsin. It was formed in 1849 for the last 142 years.
Perpetual prayer.
Since 1878, perpetual cocaine use and prayer. At least 2 members have been praying every hour of every day, 24/7, 365, total nonstop, unending prayer in the Chapel of the Sacred Heart for 142 years. They were like,
This is
it's
boring.
boring.
This is boring.
After 12 years of quiet study and reflection, they have decided that they will cease the practice. They will cut back their prayer ritual. Now they're just going a couple times a day. They go
90,
once in the morning,
90
once
minutes
in
a day.
So it's like a Bikram. They turn the heat up.
So
So they went,
3 months before the worst,
not even January,
2 months.
weeks. No, because as we watched on Totally Under Control, the documentary,
It was already
January
the
was,
day.
they knew, we
the
didn't
day
know.
they stopped.
They knew. Literally the day they stopped, this began. Thank you again. Somebody want to egg that convent?
What do you think what motivated it? They think there was difficulty finding people, willing to do it?
I know a lady. Her name's Marcia. Fucking fly her out. What do you need, relief?
She'll fill in.
You need relief? Shit, she can handle it.
Why do you think they did that?
Because the devil works in mysterious ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, Jonathan. I think Beelzebub, a Lucifer, Halloween season, found his way into this institution.
It's very possible.
It's very possible that they're acting the forked tongue and they had new ideas. This new nun with the new ideas.
The forked tongue
With
and the new
forked tongue.
ideas.
Hey, ladies, name's Mary. Thank you for having me.
We should quit this
Crazy
out.
idea, the thing we've been doing. Let's stop.
I know I'm new here and
I
everything.
know I'm brand new. Let's stop doing what we've been doing forever. Oh, fuck, look what happened. Hey, Sally, put the news on. Nun Sally. Nun Mary got a forked tongue. So that happened. You tell me.
We're going to egg that convent.
I'm going to egg it, at the very least.
An
TP
egging.
the trees out front on Halloween, at the very least. I mean, I hate to disrespect, again, Marcia, I'm sorry, but Sister Mary done forked it.
Yeah.
Where is Sister Mary? I don't know, she disappeared.
She vanished a couple
She
of nights
vanished.
later.
Yeah. When they canceled the NBA on Wednesday, March 11th,
She
I
was
turned around.
gone.
She loves hoops. She was gone. Oh, man. It was in January of 2020. We were discussing the 53rd CES, where innovation does business. Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada, holding this 53rd annual convention on top of the world. Looking forward to the NFL draft in April, the Las Vegas Raiders in September. Little do we know, 2020.
Still never been to a CES show. Still never been to
never been to CES.
in a convention, electronics convention.
Well, we talked about one product that we both wanted to be outfitted in. Maybe we had some ideas. It's the AO Atmos Personal Air Filter Mask. Most people who've dealt with temporary or chronic exposure to air pollution are familiar with lightweight 3M 95 face masks. But a Portland, Oregon-based startup called AO has built what it thinks is an even better solution. A plastic mask called the Atmos that goes over your mouth and nose with the help of fans, air filters, and pressure centers. It purifies the air you're breathing, creating a tight seal around your face. Works with a mobile app as well, so you can be alerted to any changes in air quality. Like when it just says like Rona in bright red, right up there on the screen. It will cost $350 when it ships in July. It will require regular filter replacements, and it looks distinctly cyberpunk on your face. We'll take a look at it. If I could have outfitted one of those right now, when you're rolling around the desert, that desert air. I was going to get you one for the playa because I thought you were going to be at the burn.
Did you?
I have them. They're coming. There's 3 of them.
No, but did you? Are they?
Oh, you can't get those?
But is it a company still?
Oh, no. I mean, they had like 7 prototypes. The one family that made them is like deep in the woods of Oregon, and like all the orders, let's say, didn't get filled.
Well,
it's a Kickstarter that didn't get filled.
Well, I was thinking that maybe it was perfect timing, but maybe it's too perfect.
It was too perfect. It's funny because one of the backers in the startup was a Sister Mary from Wisconsin. It's a very interesting. You have to follow, the numbers, as we know, and the letters Q. If you follow
the letter Q,
you'll know JFK Jr. is alive. He's what?
This looks like something that we need now.
Needed.
What happened?
I'm telling you, they took the 9 that they had in production and
dipped.
They fled. They're in Uruguay.
And the money for the pre-orders.
And the money for the 10,000 masks they were supposed to make. Bye.
Ayo.
Ayo. Oh, now you get it. The exact age when we hit peak unhappiness. 47.2 years old. So we were doing this at the beginning of 2020. I was rolling up into that age. Basically, I was assuming my birthday this past September would be peak unhappiness. A Dartmouth professor wrote that the parameters are feelings of despair, anxiety, loneliness, sadness, strain, depression, bad nerves, phobias, panic, being downhearted, restless sleep, losing confidence in oneself, not being able to overcome difficulties, feeling like a failure, feeling left out, feeling tense, and thinking of yourself as a worthless person. That hits at 47, so I can attest to that Dartmouth professor in his profound, accurate descriptions of what it's like from September 20th now till October, what's today, the 13th? I can say yes. And as we fight to Halloween, Saturday, 10/31/2020, and beyond, I do it with a heavy heart because the science proved it.
Yeah, it's just still in pre-order.
Oh, yeah. They're gone. Done.
Not a bad looking thing.
It's not even the look.
I think when I saw it then, I was like, this is stupid. And now I see it now, I'm like,
this is life-saving.
This is kind of sick.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Life-saving.
USB-C
Dog.
carrying case.
He's in Iceland, laughing right now.
Sold out.
He's in New Zealand. No cases, walking around with his fucking mask. Took that money and ran. January. Interesting. Some people knew things.
Maybe.
I mean, I knew things. I was told where I was headed. I laughed at it at first, although I didn't. I fully believed it.
I did.
And now we're here, and I can assure you that all of those things I mentioned, they're deep. There's a anger and a cynicism and and a feeling of worthlessness, but that's okay. We've already decided in 824 about our new
I can't wait.
Sean New Leaf.
I can't wait to
Turn this leaf with me.
well, no, that feels so far away to me.
Yeah, you've got endless laughs until you're at 47.2.
Before I turn the corner.
But I think we must mention this at the beginning. That's peak unhappiness. It means if I can make it
Steady
through,
ramp. Oh, I thought you're saying just
I don't. Does it ever
peak would in being that I'm going to get there. I just don't
turn
flip
it.
a switch or I don't
saying-
skyrocket from peak happiness to peak
No.
unhappiness.
It
So
will
I'm
be a
in the
slow-
ramp here.
You'll feel it next
The
year.
uptick,
You'll feel
the
it next
upturn.
summer.
But you're saying if you manage through this,
I'm there. But do I get to the other
you
side?
start to bliss. It's called a bliss skid
Bliss skid.
that happens from 48 down, where you just start skidding.
It's all good again.
Skidding into bliss.
Because what you learn to do is just give up.
Let go.
Let go. Let God. Give up.
Give
No.
up. It's basically give up.
Give up.
It's just a nice way of saying
And
give
once
up.
you've done that, it's so much easier.
A huge relief. They call it surrender,
I
but
call it giving up.
it's giving up. And it helps.
Man. Life is fragile. Handle with prayer. You've
Yeah.
seen my mug.
You know my mug.
You know my mug.
You know my tramp stamp.
You know that old thing. Well, it was February when Zach Braff asked us, hey, should we do a Scrubs rewatch podcast?
And we said yes.
I screamed out yes.
And
of
they
course.
started.
And he was like, okay, let me do it.
And it went huge.
And it's monumental success. Needed it. He needed that. He's picked up a couple 100,000 Instagram followers since
Since then?
February. Yeah.
Good job.
Nice. Congratulations. So, congratulations to him, and Mr.
Is it maybe
Faison.
Scrubs is a comforting revisit during this time that people have
When you say revisit, what would you mean by that? What's
meaning
the re mean?
people that have watched it before watch it again? Revisit? The way that maybe we I don't know, watch something else that we liked? Not
Could
that
you imagine?
I've never seen it. Songs? Is it like Ally McBeal?
I don't know. Would
think
you
there's
rather watch
songs in
Ally
it.
McBeal or Scrubs?
Ally McBeal.
Should we do an Ally McBeal podcast?
Binge?
Binging McBeal.
Binging McBeal with Jonathan and Seth.
You know, the guys that do UhhYeahDude, they're binging McBeal. They both got stud earrings like her husband, and they're binging.
Diamond studs.
They get diamond studs.
They're getting their pilot's
They're,
license.
they're both pilots now.
Pot smoking pilots with diamond studs doing a McBeal.
Doing a McBeal.
McBeal binge.
One of them is miserable. He's
He's really
borderline insufferable.
Peak unhappiness.
Peak unhappiness.
I would say.
That's what I just would say to the listeners. Bear with me.
While
This
I
is
get
not
through this.
This isn't my...
My true form.
Yeah, this is... yes! Thank you. I can't even... I'm so...
You're caterpillaring right now.
Bear with me. I'm
Yeah.
a butterfly. Can you bear with me?
Yeah.
You've seen me before.
You'll see
You've
me
been
again.
with me. You'll see me again.
Don't worry.
Like Travis Tritt. You can't count me out yet. Man. Let me just get...
This stuff gets to you sometimes.
You know
Life
what?
will get to you.
I'm a passionate person.
Gets
You
out
know?
from under you.
Is that okay?
You know?
You know?
I think being open about that is...
I live with a lot of passion. Is that okay?
It's charming.
Thank you. Peak unhappiness. I'll tell you one night when I wasn't... This is a legitimate gripe. This was in March when I was part of the one-time worldwide event screening, the first
Oh, wow.
in cinematic show business history. This was a live event. My Truth, the rape of two Coreys.
Oof.
You just go to My
It's a
Truth.
heavy title.
Heavy title. The rape of me and my best friend. Wow. MyTruthDoc.com, Monday night, March 9th at 8 p.m. Got access to that film. I wanted to know. These are actors. These are a couple of Coreys. I've been following their careers since, we're all roughly the same age, old man. I've been following these guys my whole gosh darn life. I want to find out what the fuck happened. These are guys I support.
Mr. Feldman claimed that he would expose major Hollywood moguls
Players.
that were involved and responsible for the rape
The sexual assault of not only him, but his best friend.
As
his deceased best friend.
as underage
yes. Children.
actors.
Yes.
Children.
What's that? Access forbidden? What's this code? I don't know this code. What's going on? Please be patient. The program will begin. That program never began. It never began.
It didn't, huh?
What a loser. If you could have put a camera on me as I hit refresh,
I was
while
like-
I had windows open on Twitter of asking people what's it like, the parade
You
of
were calling,
what the fuck is
you
going
were
on.
yelling at me.
Yelling at you
Over
on my
the phone.
landline. You a loser. You're like, that was free, right? I'm like, it was $20. And then I heard click.
What
Like,
did he claim at the time was happening? Who was...
Dog, a secret fucking Hollywood cabal.
We've been hacked by the
Of course,
cabal.
they've been hacked by a Spielbergian cabal. The most dangerous of cabals. Hanks, Spielberg, Tatum.
Jamming?
You heard me. I mean, it grown so fucking deep. The names, I wouldn't even.
You wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't believe me.
I have 11 names. Once I get to number 6 and you're on the floor. So yeah, they hacked it.
So it never...
It happened, I think, I was up for 36 straight hours. At some point I watched it. I never left my desktop, and I hit refresh, my finger bleeding, my index finger covered in blood from hitting the button over and over. And I think maybe at 5 a.m. I finally came on. I don't remember. I watched it at some point. He never told me anything.
Nothing.
There was like a manager, like a talent manager in like Burbank that like might have done something.
So he lied?
He lied, I think. Or exaggerated. Can I say that?
I mean,
I don't want to
exaggerating...
this is his truth, and on mytruth.com. I'm not going to speak his
But
truth.
it seems
would be
like he
rude.
lied.
He lied. Took everybody's money.
How much money?
All the money. We don't know.
You have any idea?
Millions.
You think he stole millions?
$20 a pop?
But how
What's
many...
it take to get to $1 million?
Jeff.
$20 a pop, Jeff.
And are there that many
How many-
suckers in...
Oh,
I mean, are there
easy.
that
He must-
many Seths?
He probably has 500,000 Instagram followers. Let's
Come on.
say a tenth of those.
50,000?
And how many Instagram followers does he have? Can you tell me that? It would take 50,000 people at $20 a pop to get $1 million. How many Instagram followers does he have? Does he have at least 50,000?
This is stupid.
Processing, check card, 0309, Corey Feldman, Woodland Hills, California. That's weird. What's that on my bank statement right there?
It's like his house.
Interesting.
Goes right to his house.
Corey Feldman, Woodland Hills, California. Interesting.
He has 111,000 followers.
Okay, and
so you're saying 50% of his followers on Instagram decided to pay $20 like a bunch of fucking assholes?
Let's say 20%.
There's no way. Those numbers don't... That percentage doesn't work. 5%.
10%.
5%.
Which is, what's 5% of that?
It's like you and like 10 dudes.
But what's 5% of 100,000?
What's 5%? I don't know, but it's
5,000?
not... He didn't make that. He maybe made...
Did he make
He
more
walked
than,
with $250,000 maybe.
That's like $1 million.
I'm not saying that. It isn't, but it's...
Let's say it is. Did he lie and make $250,000
You
in one
said
night?
it's his truth. I said
My
he
bad.
lied.
My bad. It is his truth. I don't want to tell. I'm not going to judge someone else's truth. Oh, man. Charlie Sheen did not like what he heard that night.
What did he say? Because he accused him as well.
Yes.
So that's the mogul.
Well, that's the Hollywood A-list.
But that's somebody he's accused of before, and it's been like denied, right? Well, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying he's...
Yes.
So...
He lied, is all I'm saying. Oh, no, he didn't. You're saying that.
Wait.
I'm saying I'm an idiot.
You know, in order to make $250,000, he would have had to get 12,500 people to pay $20. That definitely happened.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. So he made like $1 million in a night by lying.
And then skipped town.
And then skipped town. And he's in Iceland wearing an Atmos. Ayo! Partying with these people and Sister Mary. All of them in an Airbnb for 6 months in fucking Reykjavik.
Knew it was gonna all go down. Knew
God.
everything that was gonna happen.
Fucking Lord of the Rings in New Zealand, no cases, laughing, traipsing around. Speaking of fucking money, I got this 2000, my income statement I got this year. I had to let SAG know. I had to check, check here if your income from last year was more than $500,000.
From acting?
Yeah.
Or just in
From
general?
acting.
From all your ventures?
All my acting ventures.
Accolades.
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 So Corey Hagen, Corey Feldman, Seth Rogen. Oh, slow down.
Not so fast.
$500,000. So I'm assuming that there are actors that they have to write that as a figure because
Several.
There are people that make that.
A lot of them.
So you're telling me that when I'm watching stuff on TV,
Most of them.
those people are checking a box and they're saying like last
All
year.
said and done,
Oh, I made more than
$610,000.
I'm going to fucking die.
That's net though. That's not gross.
I'm gonna die. You remember The Zone, the Britney Spears
Oh,
experience?
that's gross, not net. I mean,
Yeah, it is gross. It's fucking disgusting.
What about-
the old Kmart in fucking Fairfax and Third turned into the Britney Spears experience?
it
The
sure
Zone?
did.
Well, it's the most immersive fan experience ever created. A life-changing experience.
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 The Britney experience.
If you will. Step into the world of Britney Spears. Open through April 26th.
Oof. Tough timing.
Tough timing.
That's a tough timing.
Yeah, they were dropping, prepare for a 60 to a 90-minute experience. I needed at least 2 hours, but yeah, peak hours admission. It's only $64.50 for a ticket. 30,000 square feet of Britney. Once you're in the zone, I mean, get ready. The beauty of that is that they were open for a day. That's not the beauty. That's terribly sad that we couldn't all experience that. But the building now in October, if you drive by, is still
the experience.
a painted pink, with a humongous mural of Britney. And it's heartwarming in these times when I'm getting really low during these coronavirus times. I just cruise by and I see the experience.
Did it come from another place?
No, this was an
an
original
installation.
installation.
So how many people do you think saw it?
I don't know how long exactly.
More than tuned into Corey's?
Yes. But they were paying $70 a ticket. So they made $500,000 in 3 weeks. And now they drive by the building. They're also at the Airbnb in Reykjavik. How's your party? It's Chris Crocker.
But it's coming back probably, right? I mean, they got that fucking Kmart for
They got that building.
nothing.
Kmart's not going anywhere. The stuff's still in the building.
It's all there.
Maybe we could get in there and try to grab some shit.
What if we broke in?
Planted some shit.
Like,
Put my Kango from the movie. Created a little...
you have that?
Created its own installation.
What of that wardrobe did you keep?
I have what I wore to the audition. Which was my
I'm
Titanic...
gonna kill myself.
My Titanic
I'm gonna
t-shirt.
kill myself.
My Titanic t-shirt. Come on. If we could break in. We'll create... they won't know because it will look so good what you and I
The staging.
design. The staging.
They won't
It'll
realize it wasn't. It's been so long since we've been in here.
Oh, I forgot about that. It looks great.
What will it be?
It will
me
be-
as Jesse, like,
You will be playing Jesse Camp, the role of Jesse Camp.
yeah.
I will have my costume mannequin of my audition outfit, also the costume that I wore in the film. So you can see what I created as a character and then how I had to work with the director, Miss Tamara Davis.
And her vision.
in her vision
of you.
of
your character.
of talent organizer. We'll have the scene playing because you can dress up as Britney in the scene and we'll act that out. You can
So I'm playing both Jesse Camp and Brittany.
and Zoe Saldana.
And Zoe Saldana.
And Neytiri. You'll be playing her as Neytiri, though. Is that okay?
That's fine.
So we'll have that installation there. I have my sides. I have my talent organizer that was on the door of my trailer. So I have a full, you're getting the full actor's experience. I have the date and the address of where the audition was written. You're getting an immersive experience.
You're sick. You're
I'm
sick, man.
Oh, sickest.
So sick.
So sick. Well, one day, no, it will never. Will it ever turn?
Definitely not.
No. Oh, yes?
No.
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 Oh, that sucks. I
No,
was kind of
no.
hoping you'd be like, yeah.
No.
Just tell me yes.
How could it?
I just mean
How?
I mean lie.
How could it, man?
Just lie.
For
and
you, maybe.
Just lie and be like, yeah, it will. And I'll take it.
I don't see.
I'll take it.
It's that thing, though.
Microphone?
Just the idea that, like, nothing.
What?
Like, the things that we think are going to be collectible never are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. If you mean my audition outfit for Crossroads, then yes. I know what you mean.
This is going to be worth money one day.
Oh my God.
No, it's not.
My kids? You're what? Somebody!
You're who?
Well, it was earlier this year in 2020. We went over an amazing, I guess this is physics from what I'm reading here. Why is an empty shampoo bottle so easy to knock over? Why is an empty shampoo bottle so easy to knock over? I'm not a scientist, so I'd never given it much thought, but the physics of that's pretty interesting, said one of the authors of this paper on the phenomenon that was published in the Physics Teacher. Finds that interesting, huh? That's something you find interesting, huh, physics guy? In the paper, they find the center of mass of a shampoo bottle. They discuss its stability on a tilted surface, and they demonstrate its sensitivity to impacts using a simple experiment involving a tennis ball and a protractor. Guys, man. Dogs, bro. Science, homies. What's up?
Well, it probably has a universal application.
A universal application of what? Empty things can be knocked over by me? Yes, they can. Protract it. Why is an empty shampoo bottle so gosh darn easy to knock over, I ask myself. Is that like a Schrodinger's... What's the sort of... It must have a deeper... It's not even physics. It's more existential.
I would think.
More quantum.
That's what maybe they're getting at. Yeah.
Quantum.
It's probably quantum.
Quantum.
Empty shampoo bottle on an angled surface has
Oh,
got to be...
yes, tilted, but yet empty. But is it a pert? Is pert a shampoo?
It is?
Still?
Yeah.
Calgon, take me away. Is Calgon still a product?
That I don't know. VO5 is.
Formula VO5?
Yeah. That's all the stuff you get at the 99-cent store now.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's all like become so household that it like became like
Right in there.
like dollar
What
store.
about Palmolive? Is that something I can get there?
Like the dish soap?
Yeah.
Yes.
For my hands. Keep them soft.
Palmolive, yes. Still exists.
It was the voicemail at 888-842-2357 got a little odd in 2020. It had a solid run as we all knew it, but changed up a bit due to, we're not exactly sure. But we adapted and we overcame because that's what we do as podcasters. But let's just say
we move with
it was
the times.
touch and go. I'm not going to lie to you.
It was
and say
frustrating. It involved you and I both being
frustrated.
But
also, it shook me to my core because I'm a person who, just like that the way it is. And when things change, I can get a little worked up. But please, 888-842-2357. If you've never called, if it says they're unavailable, don't think that it's like you can't leave a message. It's just different. And if you find that the voice is less than friendly, we apologize for that. I wish that we could do the outgoing message. You're still going to get Jonathan, though.
we could do the outgoing message.
Oh, we can?
Yeah, I just don't.
Okay.
We don't know how.
We don't know how. It's like me turning the ringer off this fucking landline phone. At some point, it's bound to happen.
I'm going through my phone because I'm trying to find. I delete them, I guess.
Okay.
But
Oh, if I delete them, does it delete for you?
No.
Okay.
But I get now, since this change that Seth is talking about, the company and its infinite fucking wisdom is changing the system, along with changing the system, decided to start transcribing voicemails into
Interesting.
email form,
Voice to skull.
voice to skull transmissions
Interesting.
directly to my inbox. And I don't believe that there has been a single one that it's managed to
Not
decipher correctly, despite its trying. And sometimes I get a kick out of,
Did you get the one from the people that called from Ireland? Because I couldn't understand what they were saying in the words.
well, there will be some that it says, we're sorry we couldn't, and it just
Couldn't
it
do
won't
it.
even try.
Couldn't do it.
But
It was like a drunk Colin Farrell leaving a lovely message. Couldn't make any of it out.
I mean, this one even, it's not even a good one.
It just doesn't know how to do it.
Hey, Seth, I'm listening to back episodes. Why didn't you write everything down when you went to leave? Just wondering. See you.
Okay, well, that's valid.
But it also doesn't totally make sense.
No, but we understand it. That's just it. He has to.
I mean, that's the thing is that I understand.
Yeah. If
Yeah, it says, we're sorry we could not transcribe this message when it just like can't even
just
attempt.
can't make it out.
But then some of them are well off.
Well off. Okay.
Um,
All right. Earlier this year, in 2020, we did a study that was published in the journal Environmental Pollution. I think about this weirdly all the time. It hasn't been that long since we did it, but I do think about it. That a Lego brick can survive in the ocean for 1,300 years. That's not good.
I mean, it depends. Maybe if you needed it to, if it was somehow,
Who? A mermaid?
if you,
Me.
if one needed to, maybe we should build a city under the ocean made out of Legos. It would last 1,500 years.
At
That's a
least.
long time.
1,500 years.
Maybe we're missing the
Maybe
opportunity.
The way that coral, we're having some trouble with the degradation or the deterioration of the coral. Maybe we could help bolster that as a foundation with the Legos.
or build
Or build a safety around
Lego
the
reefs.
coral. Lego reefs. It's a little igloo over the coral. What's killing the coral, though? It might just be
probably
just
Legos.
The Legos. So, yeah. Okay, never mind. But I like... See, that's what the great minds, that's what the thinkers do. We're faced with these problems in 2020. A great mind
We'll spitball,
will spitball,
envision.
come up with the worst idea that drunk people come up with at parties, and then get a hedge fund to give them $600 million.
I think Lego Reef is not a bad idea.
Lego Reef Industries is not a terrible idea.
You could at least build
Some people are calling it
a
like
structure.
Hey, you need to watch what you should check out Elon Musk. You're talking a lot of, you should see some of the things that he's done. So I did. I didn't realize he's got a lot of fucking tweets about the coronavirus, dog. And let's just say they're fucking mad off. Okay?
Yeah.
So I did do a little research on your best friend that I was talking shit about.
I don't know
Hey, you
why
should look into
people
what he
love-
said. I did. I looked into a bunch of his tweets about the coronavirus. He's a fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
his fucking mother-in-law has to literally call him out on Twitter once
really?
a week, and is Grimes's mom is like,
Oh, for
dog,
stop.
chill, you're sounding mad, not
Dumb.
and not only just dumb, but you're sounding chauvinistic, you're sounding
Oh, for
racist,
real? Oh, I gotta-
he gets
Oh,
bordered.
yeah, I bet he does.
Dog, he fucking came out and supported Kanye. He was just
All right, I
100%. This guy's got
Well, then
it.
thank you to that person who left that voicemail that you don't understand the text, but I understood. I'm going to fall. I looked in for a minute. I'm going to do a little more research.
He's got some other,
I
he's
bet
got
he
some other
does.
theories.
Oh, yeah, I'll look into it.
Look into his brother. That's maybe better to spend
His
some
brother,
time.
his brother does some environmental shit,
He's
right?
trying to cure fucking famine in
All right,
Africa.
okay.
I mean, he's a kook too because he's dresses like a cowboy, but he's at least
What's his name? I like that. Eric Musk. I like it. We reached our peak in 2020 when we discovered A-Shock. The three of us.
I didn't get any today, and I'm
Sorry.
I did bring a Mountain Dew because
Mountain
I
Dew.
think, you know, it's
what's-
disgusting.
Compared to an A-Shock?
I know, but because last week you didn't have A-Shock for me, and I was like, I need some type of a fix because you've got me a little,
Got you on the shock.
got me on the shock.
I'm like a pusher, man. I
I
give you a
thought
little
it was.
taste.
I'll admit, the first hit I took, I wasn't sold.
It's like UID.
It kind of grows on you.
300 milligrams natural caffeine, ocean minerals, electrolytes, BCAAs.
Ocean minerals?
Ocean minerals.
What is
Lego
that? I
minerals.
didn't know that.
Lego minerals. Green coffee bean, coffee fruit extract, guarana, yerba mate. Comes in sour candy, frozen ice, fruit punch, watermelon, acai berry, peach mango, and cotton candy. Oh, welcome to a 2020.
It's legitimately,
Mood altering?
yes, effective.
Effective.
Now, do we know anything about this company? Do we know anyone else who has talked about this? We're the only people that have ever had this drink,
No
maybe?
one ever had it. Literally, we're enjoying it. The idea, if we took 3 minutes to look into it, there would be so many fucking conflicts of interest that we would be forced to stop drinking it. So let's live in ignorance for a few more months.
I got you.
You know,
Do you know this and you're just not telling me?
Well,
You're just keeping me
no,
sheltered?
I would never do that to you or Jeff. I'm just, I know that like
It's
there's-
bad. It's got to be.
it exists.
It exists. You
So,
buy it.
Yeah, I
It must
bought it.
be.
It's garbage. It's like, problematic. Like they do what? It's
And
an energy drink.
It's A-SHOCK?
It's a
No
S-
hyphen?
No hyphen. You don't need a hyphen. You hyphy when you drink it.
A-hyphy.
SHOCK.
So it's just a shock. It's not a shock. It's a shock. You don't even know this.
Excuse me.
You've been mispronouncing it the whole
Excuse me,
time.
it's a shock.
No wonder they haven't sent us a free case or
You
something.
never mentioned it.
You call it a shock. It sounds like
Our algorithms would have told us if you sang
A
it
shock.
right. A shock. Edwin de Shock. Oh God.
what's our favorite flavor?
A fruit punch.
Where do you buy it? At a
The store.
like a tienda?
What's that? Sorry.
Like a tienda?
Excuse me. Is that Walmart? Sorry. I've got something here from the Consulate General, Los Angeles, California. Dear Jonathan, I am pleased to inform you that your application for British citizenship has been approved. Congratulations. In order to complete this process of becoming a citizen, you'll need to be sworn into our office to receive your certificate. We would like to invite you to the British Consulate General in Los Angeles at 2 p.m. February. I won't give the date. Please confirm your attendance by contacting either us by email or phone. In the ceremony, you will take an oath of allegiance to
the
Her Majesty, the
Queen.
Queen Elizabeth II, pledge of loyalty to the United Kingdom. Please bring your current passport or any other current government-issued photo identification, such as your driver's license, with you to the ceremony. You are welcome to bring Seth. Kind regards, Caroline. You did it.
I did.
Your mom was chuffed, as I know they say.
Yes.
Now that you've had some time to reflect on that, how do you feel about it? You feel good? It's nice, huh?
I feel what is it? I feel like it made my mother happy in a way that I didn't understand that it would.
So dope.
And as much as she loves being American and is naturalized as an American so that she, can vote in the country she lives in.
She's
and
British.
she's from there. And I think the fact that I was compelled to sort of try to gain dual citizenship because it was something that I was offered and I wanted to take it. But I think
As a global citizen.
yeah, I think it made her happy and it made me happy as well that it kind of somehow connected me to that
What did,
part of my
Justine
my
think?
heritage or lineage. What?
What did Justine? She must have got a kick out of that.
I think she did get a kick out of it too. I think she was chuffed as well.
It was a
Everyone
double
was
chuff.
It was
Except
a
for
double
me.
chuff.
Except for me.
Yeah, you were upset.
Pissed. Still am. But other than this misanthropic ass, everyone else was chuffed
Yeah.
to the bangers in the match.
Interestingly, that day I found out that because my mother's British, it was fairly easy for me to get it. My brother got it super easily because there's like a date, like a cutoff date. He just got sent his application.
He looks more English than
And he
you.
looks English, sure.
He looks way more English than you. If I put pictures of the two of you
My
up,
dad, in order for my dad to get it, he would have to move to
can't get
fucking
that.
England for like 6 months
then
or
I gotta
something.
let some fucking Nolan street
And
rat.
I was like, why didn't you
No.
just do it when you fucking moved there to do the 10th Kingdom? He lived there for a fucking year.
No.
He could have gotten
No,
him
Nolan's-
and Ed O'Neill could have gotten British
No,
citizenship.
neither one of them. They're both fucking street rats from wherever. Where is Ed O'Neill from?
I don't
know your
know.
dad's a Nolan street rat. I'm gonna find out where Ed O'Neill's from.
Jeff?
A Duluth fucking
Please.
street rat. They don't like your. They're kind over there. They wouldn't let you in.
Too
Too real.
Jeff will find it.
Jeff, where's Ed O'Neill of Modern Family? You mean Al Bundy? No, I mean Jay Pritchard. When I think of Al Bundy,
I think of
when I think of Ed O'Neill,
I think of
yeah, Youngstown, Ohio. That's where fucking Kelly, fucking what's that boxer? Youngstown is like, that's like
real
like blue collar, like
Meat and
knock
potatoes.
your teeth out, meat and potatoes. They ain't gonna let some Youngstown street rat and some Nolan street rat get citizenship over there. They're too American. Who's the fucking boxer from the bald white boy? Kelly, fuck, what's his name?
from what era?
The aughts. Yeah, Youngstown, I bet. Give me some notable citizens. I know there's a bunch of fucking tough guys from Youngstown. I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
I'm sorry. I'm going to fucking do it on my own right here.
Kelly Pavlik.
Kelly Pavlik. Oh, there's some fucking tough guys from Youngstown. I'm going to tell you about them right now. You think I'm kidding?
Literally don't know who this fucking guy is.
Oh, my God. No, I'm not finding. Okay.
I beat Jermaine Taylor.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I ain't kidding. No, I'm not seeing. I thought I was going to get a
Trevor
Ed
Trove
O'Neill.
of tough guys.
I mean, Kelly Pavlik and Ed O'Neill, that's about as fucking... What else do you need? Holy shit. Yeah, so yeah,
so
you
they're
feel
not
good.
allowed. But yeah, as a spouse of a British citizen, it's much more difficult to get your dual citizenship than
Yes,
it is
your first
for a
wife, Justine,
child.
from the UK, but it didn't happen. It couldn't happen through that.
Well, it could have. I never even pursued it.
Okay.
I didn't pursue it because I knew then I was eligible. It just took me another 15 fucking years or whatever to fill out the goddamn forms.
Is that true?
Yeah.
All good things come to those who wait.
I guess so. All good things in all good time.
I can't wait for you and I to hit those streets.
Which ones?
London.
The London streets.
The London streets.
Well, that was also pre-2020. There was talk. We were like, we're gonna do a show in London.
Let's go
like
to
to
London.
celebrate my
Let's celebrate.
being there.
We
my
still
being
going to
from
Hawaii
there.
for my 50th. Is that still happening?
I would think we'd still be able to do that.
Okay. Okay.
I will do you one more.
All right.
You may come to my home and stay with me in Hawaii.
Your Hawaiian home.
My Hawaiian home.
Okay. Where is that?
Also my show on the Travel Channel. That's what
Where
it's
is-
called.
where-
It's called My Hawaiian Home.
With Jonathan on the Big Island.
It's on the Big Island.
You
It's
know,
on. It's actually Big Island. There's no the. It's
Oh,
like
there's no
Grateful
the.
Dead. It's not the Grateful Dead. Just so you
there's
know.
no it's just Big Island.
Big Island.
It's not the Kauai. It's Kauai. The Garden Island. Jeffrey Sanker presents WPPV. That's White Party Porta Vallarta. Celebrate 5 years of WPVP, a White Party Porto
So that
Vallarta.
happened for 5 years in PV.
This Thanksgiving weekend, November 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. Jeffrey, is this responsible? Seth, in Puerto Vallarta, the restaurants, gyms, bars, and clubs are all open, and they are ready to welcome you and your boys for the most amazing fucking weekend of your gosh darn life. You think fucking White Party Puerto Vallarta anyway, party of the year. How about after being fucking cooped up for 7 months in quarantine when we drop into fucking Puerto Vallarta on Thanksgiving weekend and everything's open, including the gyms. Thank you for mentioning that. Hard bodies taking care of themselves in the day to get ready for the night. Is that safe?
Is it?
I don't know if...
It doesn't sound safe.
I don't know if you should be throwing an enormous party,
So
circuit party.
This is the from the people that brought you
Jeffrey
the Palm
Sanko,
Springs
from the person that's
White
brought
Party.
us the 10 greatest nights of our lives.
You and I.
You and I.
On different years, separate years.
2001, 2, 3. Then you were 4. Then I was 7. Then you were the evens. I were the odds. Anyway, 10 best years of our lives.
So, and this has been going on in Puerto
This
Vallarta.
is the fifth. Yeah, this is the 5th year. So that's a fucking.
And then
fifth
when
year,
is the
fifth
White?
anniversary?
When
is
is
wood.
Palm Springs?
Oh, hold on. 5th
normally?
anniversary is wood. Oh shit.
So stupid.
Oh shit.
So dumb.
You tell me, Mizu.
Wait a second. When does the Palm Springs White Party take place?
That's. I want to say it's in January.
So they
Oh shit, we can go down. I'll stay with you in the Palm Desert. We'll hit that in fucking January.
yeah.
You can't throw this party right now. We're in the middle of a fucking pandemic.
I mean, maybe between now and then, it doesn't seem like
Now and
enough
then-
is going to change.
Thanksgiving's in 2 weeks. Now and then. I'm not talking about your birthday next August. Well, between now and then, I'll have my own show on the Travel Channel. I'm talking about Thanksgiving of this year.
my
How about your
Hawaiian-
dad's birthday, like in 2 months?
My Hawaiian home.
My Hawaiian home, Jonathan Larroquette. I got. Okay. We're caught up.
We're here.
We're here. Be here now.
We're Ram Dass.
I always say that.
We're Ram Dawson now.
Ram Dawson now, baby. You ever heard that podcast, Ram Dawson? Because that's what they be doing, yo. Here now.
So
Ram Dawson.
we
Look at us.
are up to speed,
Up to snuff and up to speed.
and
Breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, dinner like a pauper.
what lay ahead here?
Everything.
I mean,
Today's the first day of the rest of our fucking lives. Amazing. How lucky are we?
lucky.
Ram Dawson it. October 2020.
The show's called Ram Dawson
Ram
now.
Dawson.
It's no longer called Oh Yeah Dude. The last episode is Oh Yeah Dude
was
was 825.
They have a
This
new
is-
spin-off.
It's called Ram Dawson.
Well, I thought they were doing a fucking Ally McBeal watch podcast.
That's a different-
That's another thing.
It's a different spinoff.
That's Gaze and McBeal. This is Ram Dawson it. Get your shit together. I got a couple of studies right here. They're scientific in nature because we're not afraid of STEM. In the United States, the average American sleeps less than the minimum 7 hours of sleep per night recommended by the Center for Disease Control. Is it the Center for Disease Control or just Center for Disease Control?
Again, it's
Okay.
there's no the
The CDC. Fuck. CDC.
CDC.
And nearly half of Americans report negative consequences from insufficient sleep. We've covered this for a decade and a half. The problem appears to be most prevalent in men who report getting significantly less sleep on average than women. Why? Because give it to me. Say
No,
something like
no.
what they're nagging or what they're what.
No.
Oh.
I wasn't saying that. I was like, because
Okay.
they're waiting for them to fall asleep so they can masturbate to pornography.
You gone that fucking that Zanny kicking yet?
Fuck my life.
And it's just a quick click window. Ooh, it comes right back up.
Just the
See how the window was so down here, and then
online
it
roulette.
like a tornado. It
Just
like
playing
my
blackjack.
world opened
Playing
up.
digital blackjack.
Wow. Ding 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 ding. What are those?
Oh,
No, those are
jackpots.
Yeah.
Playing
Oh, fuck.
slots.
Oh fuck. Only fuck. Studies call "I'll sleep when I'm dead" the sleep-deprived masculinity stereotype.
Aha. I don't need sleep because I'm a fucking toughie.
I'm a fucking grown-ass man. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
That's stupid.
You kid?
That's not to say that I get enough sleep, but mine is certainly
not
not
because
from,
of that.
Not because I'm a tough guy.
Yeah, you're not smoking a cigarette in your chonies outside. I'm a man.
Well,
You're
I
just out
am
'cause you
doing that, but
drink a
I'm
Mountain
having
Dew and
like
you're-
a
yeah.
panic attack.
Yeah, Totally. A cultural complication is the notion that getting less than the correct amount of sleep signals something positive about an individual. For example, United States President Donald Trump has boasted about getting less than 4 hours of sleep per night, and he regularly derogates. Oh, I didn't even like in derogatory, a derogate or derogates.
I didn't know that was a
I
word.
didn't know that was a wow.
Derogates, like
Derogates. Yeah,
being derogatory.
I like it. I like it.
It's a verb.
His political opponent Joseph Biden is Sleepy Joe.
So also I believe it's the idea that I don't get enough sleep because I'm so busy doing like so much stuff. Like I have no time to sleep because I'm so
Stacking paper.
important.
I'm stacking paper.
I know people like that.
I mean, come on.
That they basically use it as an excuse for.
I am on my grind.
I'm so exhausted because I'm so busy, but also it's like I'm so exhausted so I can't do things. Also, it's
a double-edged sword. Interesting. This paper is in the Journal of the Association for Consumer Research. But yes, that's the conclusion, is that in general that men believe that sleeping is soft, feminine.
yeah.
if you
I would
will.
say I get it. I sleep a lot. I just don't sleep regular hours, which is also something to
So
me.
you're getting your 8 hours, but you get
I
them
can.
from 10 to, what would that be? I
No, I get them from, let's say.
was going to say 10 in the morning. I was trying to pick the weirdest time to
No,
sleep
no.
8
I would
hours.
just say let's say between 3 and noon.
3 to noon, you get 9, so you get the extra hour. Good for
Well,
you.
no, I'm probably up at one point.
To pee,
Smoke, pee,
smoke and pee,
eat ice cream,
eat ice cream, buy something on Amazon.
buy a quick Amazon.
Quickie.
Something I already had in my cart. I just needed to check out.
You know what? I'm going to go for it today.
I'm gonna sleep on it.
Bing.
No, I would say. No, I guess 3 to 11.
7 to 3, 3 to 11, 11 to 7.
Is that bad?
I don't think anything is bad. Anything is good.
No, they
I
definitely say that it's bad and good. It's
Oh, they
like
do?
healthy and unhealthy.
No, I just think
But I think if I'm getting
this-
7, even if it's not the right 7, it's better to be getting 7 than getting the right
who says
5.
What's the right 7? I think they just mean like dudes that are like, sleeping is like,
Soft.
that's for wives. Kidding me?
Sleeping's for wives.
Sleeping's for wives. What? That's really a stupid thing. Shut up. What? How about this? Misplaced notions of manliness and invincibility may be motivating American men to ignore experts' guidance about masks and social distancing amid the COVID-19 pandemic, a new study suggests. The research published in the peer-reviewed journal Behavioral Science and Policy found that women are much more likely to report embracing experts-based behaviors such as wearing face masks and social distancing. The study helps add credibility to research that has resulted in similar findings as of late, that men were more likely to see masks as a sign of weakness. Masks are for wives.
Sleep masks.
Sleep masks are for sleeping wives. Honey, I'm going to go buy something on Amazon.
So
So you're not supposed
Men
to
are-
sleep or wear masks.
women are more likely to listen to experts.
Or just not be dumb. Listen to experts.
Let's just say. Because I would say that definitely the women in my life
The strong, intelligent women you've
started
had around you in your
pressuring
life.
me at the beginning of this
Don't
pandemic
be a dummy
to wear a mask, and I
and go to bed.
at a regular hour. at regular cycles. No, that women were the people who started to give me shit about not wearing a mask because I wasn't taking it
Or just
totally seriously in the beginning.
which we were, but
I wasn't.
knock on wood.
At the very beginning,
Oh, okay.
I wasn't.
I mean, whatever today's date is, knock on wood, can't predict the future. I'm sitting here because of Samantha. Like, that's basically...
That's what I
it.
mean.
Like, put the shit on lockdown and was like, yeah.
So what? But what is that? There's also an inherent.
I don't know what
because
it
there's
is.
an inherent distrust that we have that women don't have. Also,
Like just in general?
I would say maybe not not like they listen to experts, and like I'll be watching the news with Marissa, and it'll be like there'll be something that I will be immediately suspect of, and she's sort of like
what?
what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Like why do you assume that this person is
the kids won the baseball game? Why are you so did they? Well, who was the ump?
Q?
Chill, bro.
Umpire Q.
Yeah, umpire Q.
But
safe or
but
out.
you know what I mean? And I think that there is a part of us.
You like to stir up the shit. You like to keep it.
No,
popping.
but I think that's part of what some of those people are preying on in us men in the world, our susceptibility to like buy into like a psycho theory and shit. Whereas like it seems like a lot of women are just like taking things at face value in a way that would have benefited us if we had taken a little bit more,
the sleep thing I get. The mask thing is totally a
macho bullshit.
Yeah, it's macho bullshit. It's like,
Well, I guess for me, I was like trying not to be. It wasn't macho for me. It was me being like, it's fine. It's gonna be fine, and I'm lazy and I'm irresponsible. Whereas like I said, the women in my life were quicker to take to like, I think this is a thing.
Whereas you were like, this is a false flag. Trust me.
Trust me. I know a false flag when I see it.
one. That's a crisis fucking mask.
Look, that's a crisis acting mask.
Out. We're fine. You know how many people the flu kills every year? Oh, Gary goes.
Outside the Starbucks.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Just spitting and smoking.
Yeah, you're outside of Starbucks. What are you yelling about?
Spitting and smoking.
Let me give you the flu numbers for Indiana in 2012.
April 14th, spitting and smoking.
Yeah. I mean, me, I'm not the best friend of germs. I like to I'm not Howie Mandel over here, but I like to kind of keep an eye on things. The idea of like right now in a what I believe is a global pandemic, the idea of like walking into a place to not only, you watch guys, on all of my sites every day that are like,
the idea of
I don't want it to of not wearing a mask into a place. It can't even comprehend it as an option. If you're there like Dak Prescott is healing in this room, he wants to hug you so he'll feel better, but you can't wear a mask. I would be like, I can't do it.
Just hold your breath.
Pull my t-shirt up, hug his
broken leg.
To see people like...
I walked into a Starbucks the other day and I didn't have a mask on. And it was like, I got through the threshold.
How?
And I felt like, it was like, I knew something was wrong. And I was like, I didn't know what was happening. And
put a mask on to get the mail in my...
No, I mean, I get it. And so I looked and then I realized, because I was driving the camper van, I had taken the camper van around the block. So I didn't have a mask in there because the last time I took the camper van was pre-pandemic. So I pull up at the Starbucks and I'm just like getting the juices flowing because I had just done a repair on it. Thank you very much. Got under the hood. My new ratchet
found
set.
It, yeah.
And
squeak. Yep.
So,
ow. Oh shit.
I walked in and I was like, oh my God. And I think more than any, I was
sorry.
I was embarrassed.
Here's money. Let me get your coffee. Coffee's on me. Pay it forward back to me.
And I was like, do you have a mask for me? Because it's like my Starbucks.
No, get out.
And they were like, yeah, of course. And like, I was like waited outside and they like brought me a mask.
Put your head down, took your beard, pulled it up over your...
It's weird,
but
though.
I mean, yeah.
It's a weird thing that we've
watched how many...
I sat today
7 months of videos
on
of
a
guys
corner
like
in my old neighborhood in LA, in Highland Park. I sat in front of my favorite burrito truck, which, I mean, I know that there's plenty of people that wouldn't even like get a burrito from a burrito truck anymore. No. I can't live like that. Okay. So I'm sort of like, I will take all the precautions I can.
So you're willing to put Jeff and I at risk. Okay, go on.
Yeah,
exactly. For a burrito. Sorry, Jeff, you needed a burrito.
Veggie burrito. But I was
Jeff, tell your brother it's fine about him dying and all because Jonathan needed a burrito from the truck. In his old neighborhood, he's just nostalgia.
You know how he is. So I sat on the curb waiting patiently for my favorite veggie burrito. And I was looking at that neighborhood, and it's that corner, that block where I'm at, it's still a predominantly Latinx community. It hasn't, like, the gentrification hasn't fully affected this strip. And I was looking around and I was like,
Dudes weren't wearing masks?
no, everybody
There you
on
go.
the street.
There you go.
And I mean,
responsible.
people everywhere.
Community. Looking
Totally
out for one another.
distant. We're not talking about in a shopping mall.
No.
We're talking about walking down Figueroa.
Sidewalks, waving to each other from across the sidewalk.
100%. And I was
Heaven.
like, this is really...
How come I watch fucking 500 videos of fucking white dudes screaming in subways because they can't get a fucking sandwich?
It's so weird.
It's
Because
freedom.
I was
They're
like...
freedoms.
I was like, we've really... It's remarkable how poorly we've done in general by the numbers in this country when I see how well so many of my fellow people around me have done and haven't put up, I mean, not a blip of complaint, not a modicum it's just everyone's just like, you know, still struggling to read each other's faces and shit and trying to learn how to smile with our eyes and shit, but nobody like, I can't breathe, like any of this garbage. It's like everyone's just like doing their shitty little fucking lives still. And I was like, this is, I don't know, there was something, I guess maybe because I've not been being here as much. So it's like the sheer amount of people I see it and I'm like looking around and I'm like, there are like 2,000 people within my vision right now on the street, all of them 10 feet apart from each other and all still wearing masks.
And you get down to Palm Desert, there's not a guy you couldn't find a mask on a fucking guy with a bet.
No, he's got fucking, you know, Blue Lives fucking Matter bandana like around his neck and like refuses to put it up over his face. Like,
it's America.
Fucking guys.
It's America. I haven't slept in 4 days. I'm not putting this mask on. You kidding me?
Anyway, that's our comedy show.
Masculinity tropes. Jonathan.
Masculinity
tropes is our new podcast.
We have 3 new shows coming out.
Masculinity tropes.
3 new shows. Allie Bingin' McBeal.
Gazing McBeal.
What's the deal with McBeal with Jonathan and Seth?
With McBeal.
What's the other one?
Ram Dass in it.
Ram Dass in it with John, Seth, and
Masculinity tropes.
888-842-2357.
That's where we break down stereotypes and ideas of
masculinity,
these gender norms of what we grew up with,
how we've painted ourselves into a corner. Spiritually,
emotionally and spiritually, and how we can break those invisible chains. Unmasked. No, because that would be shit.
Come back for 826.
At 826.
You don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we're all back. Yeah, exactly. We don't even know. We looked back at the catalog. We're now back in real time. 826. Who knows? You might get one of those 3 podcasts. You might tune in for UhhYeahDude, and you might get a fucking quick dupe.
I do know a few people who have jumped on this show during our look back episodes.
I would never listen before?
No, I had never listened before.
That's funny.
And that it took them a while to understand. They were like, it's like, could you imagine being like, it's a show that takes place current day, but they talk about things that they talked about like 5 years ago.
30 years ago.
It would be, if you found it in the middle, you'd be like, this is weird.
Very
they're
weird.
talking about 2011.
Yeah,
why?
what?
You know, but we're back up to date, up to speed.
Anything's possible now.
Anything's possible.
The fucking future's so bright. Wear shades now, 2020.
We are listener supported, commercial, and advertising free.
It's an NPR PBS model.
So if you could help us by pledging to us on our Patreon page. You can also go to the website, buy a t-shirt in our merch store or a sticker or something like that. You could tell a friend. You could make a small one-time donation to us through our Venmo. That's UYD number 4 letter L, UYD for life, UYD for L at Venmo. The toll-free voicemail number is 888-842-2357. UhhYeahDude.com is the website. Jonathan Larroquette at Instagram. UYD@me.com is my email address. Seth Mann's the Twitter.
London, England.
Find us. Yeah.
What about Dublin, Ireland?
I'm not eligible as a citizen of Dublin, Ireland. Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Well, how's that the UK situation work? Can you get like, can't go to like Glasgow? They can't. It's all.
For now, I think it's still part of the UK, but Scotland's talking about breaking off after Brexit.
Shit, I want to know just what your ability is once you're there. To, like,
Right now, I
jumping
still
around.
technically am a member of the EU, but I think that's like 8 minutes away from being done.
Okay. All right. I just want to know like how much power. How much can
How
you
much
flex?
power do I have?
How much power can you flex when you're there? I need to know.
I mean, it depends.
I want to know like how many like Chelsea smiles you can give like from country to country.
I think I get 5 a year,
5 a year. Okay.
but I can't bank them. They're like
Use
airline
it. You're gonna
miles.
lose
If I
it.
don't use them,
It's like a Chuck E. Cheese token.
Absolutely.
You gonna take
It's
that
like-
home? Look, I keep it.
I'm gonna keep it for next birthday.
Fucking people.
Come back for
It's a
620.
lira. Is that a thing? Is that
626. That's
currency?
Italian.
Italian. Do you think I'll ever go to Italy or Ireland?
I would hope so.
You'd hope so. That was not the question. John,
I would think.
will he go? Where is he going to go first? Rome or Dublin?
Rome.
Rome, Italy. Get back to his true gravy roots.
You will. It will
change my life.
blow you
I
away.
might not come back. Are you kidding me?
I think I had like a spiritual experience there.
I thought you had a spiritual experience in Spain,
What do you mean?
in Barcelona,
I mean, I loved Barcelona.
but you didn't have a spiritual experience the
I
same
think
you had in Rome.
I mean, in Rome, I had like a Catholic spiritual experience that
Oh,
like I didn't
okay.
anticipate having.
Yes.
Like there was something that happened like
We're
for me
listening.
like in Vatican City and shit
We're
where I was
listening.
like, I don't know what's going on. This is like weird.
Sister Mary's
And that's
listening.
this fork tongue
She can
fucking
take different forms.
something about that city and it being I mean trying to erase what I know about the Catholic Church in America and what I experienced
Indoctrinated.
growing up
Okay.
and going to Catholic school. Something about that city, that setting, everything. I was like, ooh, you could accidentally fall into this pretty easy.
Get me good.
Very beautiful. Very
Father-
beautiful city.
Father Jonathan.
Amazing food. Padre Jonathan.
Padre Jonathan. What about those pigeons? I heard they got all filthy pigeons there. Is that a thing? Or I
Not
just see
something
them
I've noticed.
That's just in the movies, maybe, I think. Okay,
Maybe
okay.
it's true. In Vatican City?
Nah, I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
I got screamed at by a cabbie in Vatican City. He was so mad at me.
Because you were rude?
No, because I didn't have cash.
Didn't have money.
And he was
They
screaming
hate
at
that,
me.
though.
They hate it when you try to
take
get
their
a
service
free ride.
And then they don't give them. I always hate that. I think that happens country to country.
It's different in different countries.
Sometimes I shoot you. So better to get yelled at.
Come back for 426.
Like, outside of Rio de Janeiro.
426.
Try
Come
pulling-
back for.
Try pulling that.
In
Oh,
re-
hey, sorry, bro. Hey, sorry, bro.
No, I tried to pay with a card, and
Oh,
he
they don't
didn't.
play
They
that.
didn't play
Don't
cards.
that. No.
Country's been in some financial trouble for the last 50, 60 years.
Thought that was
So
Greece.
they don't.
Goes on to
Greece
Greece.
is done. They're broke.
Ah,
But
too
Italy
bad.
is not doing that well either.
Beautiful people. Beautiful
But
people, the
they,
Greeks.
one of the ways that they deal with that is by not paying taxes, and one of the ways they deal with not paying taxes is they do cash for everything, and so it's kind of a
What about France?
unspoken thing that you don't deal with like cabs. You just pay them in cash.
Keep it under the table.
But I didn't get. I was there
alone.
alone. I didn't speak the language, and no one kind of. I wasn't staying in a hotel, so I was like in an Airbnb. I had no real interaction,
Wish I was there with you. I could have
and
translated.
you could have told me.
What about France? Is France beautiful? How's Paris?
I don't know. Paris is cool.
Cool.
I haven't had like incredible experiences there personally,
Okay.
but I know other people that are like you're crazy. It's like the
Tell me
best.
about Germany. How's Germany?
Never been.
Interesting.
Never
Been to
been.
a lot of Western European
Zurich.
countries. Been to Zurich.
Been to
Beautiful.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen sounds beautiful this time of year.
Gotta go. You're the worst.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.